A Tavern at Night by qkayoo Studio. Hail and well met, stranger. What's your name? Enter your name here. Jane. Please choose your pronouns. He, him. Gods, what a downpour. The rain has been going strong for over an hour, and what started as a lovely sunny day has been completely transformed into a dark storm. You shiver in your wet, uncomfortable clothes. You can barely feel your fingers, and your feet ache. You've been told there's a tavern nearby, and you're hoping to spend the night there, but you don't know this area that well. Your heart starts beating a little faster when a faint light in the distance emerges. That has to be the place, right? You pick up the pace, your muddy boots squelching along the dirt road. It doesn't take long before you finally, mercifully arrive at what indeed appears to be a tavern. Relief floods through you when you push open the doors and the warmth of the roaring fire touches your ice-cold skin. You're surprised by how full the place is this late at night, but then again, there probably aren't many other stops by the road that offers protection from the weather. You thump off the mud. Oh, you're You thump the mud off your boots best you can and walk over to the tavern keep. Welcome. What can I get you, lad? Ale. Some ale, please. Finest ale you can find in 20 miles around. He guffaws to himself, and you smile wryly. You don't doubt there's nothing else to be found within 20 miles of this establishment either. The barkeep scuffles off to get you your drink. As he does, you turn to face off the rest of the tavern. The eyes that momentarily turn to you at the arrival of a new guest go back to their drinks, and the slight lull in conversation picks up once more. You scan the room. It's packed. Your shoulders droop a little at the thought of having to spend the evening in a cold corner far away from the fire. But when you take a closer look at the place, hearth is strangely empty of company. Except for one man, that is. Occupying one table by himself, a large man wearing a big shoulder pelt sits, turned away from the rest of the tavern. You consider for a moment to follow the example of the rest of the people present. A dangerous smirk? A bounty hunter? A thief? But your cloak is dripping, a pool at your feet. It's not like he'll kill you, right? You make your way over to the table. The man's eyes only briefly flicker over to you when you scrape back a chair, but he doesn't say anything. Conversation halts once more as tension creeps into the tavern space. You can feel eyes boring onto your back, but you ignore them in hopes of appearing casual. When the man in front of you doesn't so much as twitch as you sit down, people go back to their hushed conversations. Relieved, you unbutton your cloak and drape it over the back of the chair, then get to work on taking off those damp boots. You wiggle your toes experimentally. Good. All still functional and in order. The barkeep shuffles over through the crowd with your drink, and you push the sopping wet hair out of your eyes to thank him. Here you go, lad. Drink up now. You want something to eat? Anything else? Yes, please. A hot meal of whatever's on the menu would be wonderful. And if there's room for staying the night, I have the coin at the ready. The tavern keep furrows his brow. A meal I can do, but a room's gonna be difficult. You see how swamped the place is? He gestures to the rest of the room. It's quite alright. If there's no space, I could spend the night in the chair here. You crook a smile. Anything's better than the storm out there. Oh, that's for sure. I'll get you your food. And with that, he's off. You turn your face to the hearth, relishing its heat. You wish you could take off more of your wet clothes, but you'll have to wait until you have a little more privacy to do so. You chance a peek at the stranger. He's not looking at you. You take the opportunity to take in his appearance. Gruff, weathered, and well-traveled. A hard-looking man. The ridges of the scar across his lip and cheek throw soft shadows over his face in the firelight. Do you need anything? Ah, drat. Caught. You quickly look away. No, nothing. I apologize. The stranger doesn't acknowledge your reply, just continues to look at the flickering hearth fire. Here you are, lad. Get up and warm up. The tavern keep puts a steaming bowl of stew in front of you, along with some soft bread. Your mouth waters. Thank you. I will. You dig in. It's simple food, but you've walked all day, and it does a right good job at warming you up. Halfway through your meal, you notice a pair of eyes has settled on you. You look up in the face of the stranger, who is regarding you with something akin to a mild amusement. Did you need anything? The stranger's eyebrows twitch at you repeating of his previous question. Nothing at all. Eyeing him with mild suspicion, you protectively pull your bowl closer. He snorts. What's your name anyway? The man looks up with lidded eyes. Am I to entertain you while you eat? Yes. Then you'd better order me a drink. You guess that's fair. You wave over to the tavern keep and gesture to the man to go ahead and order whatever he likes. Another ale, please. Coming right along. So, who are you? And if I'm asking anyway, how come you're hogging the fireplace? Hogging the fireplace? The other gentlefolk present seemed to not care for it, and so I took a seat where I pleased. Right, and you're sure that's why the other guests cast nervous glances at him every now and then? The name is Azuram. Nice to meet you, Azuram. I'm Jean. The keep brings Azuram his ale, and Azuram drinks after giving you a small nod. What brings you here, Azuram, other than the pouring rain? You just gave yourself the answer. It was indeed the rain that drove me to seek shelter. Are you here alone? Where are you traveling to? You sure have a lot of questions in you. I bought you the drink, didn't I? I suppose you did. I travel alone, and where to is business of my own. Meal now finished and stomach satisfied, you push your bowl to the side and drag your chair closer to the fire. Your clothes are still sticking uncomfortably to your skin, but the parts of your clothes that have been turned towards the fire are decidedly less soaked through. Cold? Getting warmer by the minute. Closing your eyes, you settle in your seat and hold out your hands to the fire. You're shivering. Lovely though the fire may be, it's all you can do to keep your teeth from chattering. To distract yourself from the cold, wet dampness that clings to you like a second skin, you turn to your table companion. So, do you frequent this place often? From time to time. And are there any beverages you particularly recommend? Azram wordlessly holds up his tankard of ale. Ah, maybe you should switch tactics. Hey, so I have a pack of cards that hasn't drowned in the storm. Would you like to play? I see you grow bored quickly. Ah, won't you humor me? Get to know a stranger in a tavern at night. Spend some time in good company. Whoever said that the company was good? But his mouthing is lifting into a smile. It feels like you finally have his attention. Okay, let's put some stakes in it while we're at it. Let's say the winner gets to ask the loser a question. Must the loser answer? I mean, if you really don't want to, I'm not going to force you. How about you then just give up a random fact about yourself instead? I see. I should just resign myself to my fate. Great. Do you know how to play Jack's Stolen Hand? I know it well, yes. Alright, let me deal first. You deal the cards and you play the first round next to the roaring fire. It doesn't take long before you smugly place down your last card on the pile before you. Looks like I'm the winner. I just haven't played in a while. Then you better pick it up fast, else you'll be losing to me all night long. Now, let's see. What is something you enjoy doing? I enjoy my work. Which is? I believe that's 2 questions. The point of the game is to... I'm a mercenary. Ah. You must be good at fighting then. I should like to think so. Why fighting? It suited me. Past tense? You're a perceptive little thing, aren't you? Azram doesn't elaborate any further than that. Alright, I'll deal the next round. Azram deals the cards, and though it's unsure who will win for a while, Azram emerges victorious this time. It's good to see that the deck isn't rigged. Got lucky is what you did. Do you always bother folk late at night for games and conversation? That's your question. Well? Geez, well, I approached you because you looked interesting. Interesting how? You're mysterious. Am I? I mean, look at you. A lone, brooding man with muscles the size of my head, sitting all alone, nursing a drink by the fire. You could have jumped straight from a storybook. I see. I assure you I'm very real. Alright, let's play another round. You shuffle the deck. Azram was right. He's played before, and he's picking it up again quickly. You emerge as the winner by a hair. I got you there, didn't I? You indeed did, you little pest. If you had it drawn... He shuts up abruptly, looking a little embarrassed. Looks like you're enjoying the game there. If that's what you'd like to believe. Okay. I want to know, how long have you been a mercenary? Long enough to live until now. More cryptic answers, I see. Then, have you ever dreamed of doing something else? I suppose, at one point. Ooh, let me guess. Dreamed of love? To your surprise, Azram doesn't deny it. He simply smiles and takes another swig of his drink. Once, yes. Once. That's it. Why? Was it a tragic love? Did you vow to never love again? Nothing like that. People simply drift apart sometimes. Hmm. Another round of Jack's stolen hand begins. You're unlucky and draw bad card after bad card until the game ends with Azram as the clear winner. Nicely played. Please, what is your question? Now I almost wish I hadn't won. I'm not sure what to ask you. I suppose an easy one is where you're traveling to. There's nothing out here for many miles. True, but it's also one of the few roads between Yamsmore and Riverkeep. I'm heading east after this, though. You're welcome to join me if you want. Aren't you forward? Be careful inviting strangers to travel with you. For all you know, I could cut your throat and steal your coin in the night. Nah, you wouldn't. You think I'm too cute to kill. Azram snorts but doesn't comment. You deal the cards once more. Azram has progressively gotten more into the game and is bent on winning again. It feels all the sweeter to take big victory from him with a carefully selected array of cards. They aren't really rigged, are they? Nah, you just make for a terrible gambler. Azram gives you a flat look. Okay, so as for my question, what are your plans for the future? You mean, where to my travels will take me? I see you don't give up easily. You don't have to tell me where you're going. I mean it more in general. It is a difficult question to answer. My work prevents me from planning for the long term. But you've made it until here, didn't you? I'd say you have a lot of life ahead of you still. You're kind. I suppose I'll let it depend on what crosses my path. I'm sure that answer isn't very satisfactory. So, do you believe in destiny? No. I believe in my own strength to shape my life, though I've seen some very uncanny coincidences. I'd hate to think I am a prisoner of my fate. I guess if everything was predetermined, that'd be a little sad. Things would just happen no matter what you did. Exactly so. I'm glad you agree. Another round? Alright, let's make it the last of the night. He picks up the cards, shuffles them with dexterous fingers, and once again, you play. You have excellent cards and feel sure you're going to win, until Azram swoops in and figuratively knocks you flat on your ass. Looks like we're at a stalemate. 3 wins to 3, huh? Well, the last question of the night is up for you to think of, stranger. Am I still a stranger? This night I've talked more than I would in several weeks. Well, I guess you're more like an acquaintance now. Like, if I ran into you, I'd stop and say hi, you know? Gods have mercy on me. Wow. You walk straight by me if you met me again somewhere? That's cold. I don't think I'd be so fortunate for you to spot me easily in a crowd. True. You are hard to miss. Who could resist a second glance at those muscles? So, what do you want to know? I'm not sure. Let me think on it a little longer while we talk. You nod, and for a moment you share a companionable silence while nursing your drinks. Want another? I can pay. Thanks, but I'm all good. I gotta stay sharp. Uh-huh. Could it be that you're getting a little tipsy, sir? I'm sure you'd be amused if I was, wouldn't you? Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. Can't drink as much as I used to if I want to keep my head clear. Come on, you don't look that old. It'd surprise you. If I had to guess, you can't be much older than 50. Close enough. I'll take it. Oh, really? I got that close. Nice. Age doesn't matter though, does it? Not when you could snap my neck with 2 fingers. Don't tell me you're scared now. Quaking in my boots. Good thing you're not wearing them right now, then, eh? He nods to your mud-soaked boots standing in front of the fire. Can't get anything past you. The hour has grown late, and there's not many guests left sitting around in the tavern space. Most that do look sleepy, drunk, or both. Well, I suppose I should find the comfiest chair I can and huddle in front of the fire. Ah, are you heading to bed? Bed, chair, floor, whatever's available. I see. So, see you in the morning? I may well be long gone when you wake. Ah, that's too bad. I enjoyed talking with you. I suppose I should thank you for a job well done in entertaining me. It was not a job as unpleasant as I thought it might be. So, you have thought of that question yet? As a parting goodbye. I have none except well wishes for your journey ahead. What, you think I need good luck? Azram gives you a once-over in your still rather sorry state of damp clothes, mussed-up hair, and tired-looking face. I do indeed. Thanks for the drinks and the company. Good night. Same to you. Sleep well, Azram. With that, Azram stands up, scraping his chair back, and heads up the stairs to his room. You try to get as comfortable as you can in front of the dying fire, and doze off to thoughts of 2 strong hands holding a fan of cards. Your wedding, of course. With a smile, you drift to sleep. Thank you so much for playing a tavern at night. I hope you found warmth in both the fireplace and the company. Rest well, dear traveler. May your journey never be lonesome. A Tavern at Night by qkayoo Studio. Hello friends, thanks for watching that video, and if you like my voice acting, you can support me by subscribing. Alright, that's it. Bye senpai.